Well, excuse me. It took me a little while to get this going here. It was I had to scrap the first project. It was I don't think it was specific enough, so we're gonna do it like this. Now, possession isn't a tricky thing. It's only tricky when you don't recognize it, if you choose not to look at it. And to be honest, possession is really something that's a mental state. It's a mental issue. It's all about how you feel. And if you're caving in to one specific thing over and over again, just caving in to say video games, you play video games all the time, you're competitive, and you feel it's worth your while, you're having fun, you're enjoying yourself, yeah, but you're doing it all the time, and that leaves an opening for possession, because things in the fourth dimension, or density, or whatever you want to call it, these beings, which are human as well, are beings that are pretty much stuck on something. They're always stuck on something. They're just doing one thing over and over and over again. And that leaves a doorway to you, because you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. So you get, and now let's say that you're doing good things over and over and over again. Well, you're going to get doorways opening up to good beings over and over and over again. It's just the way it is. You do bad stuff, you get bad people looking at you. And if you do something repetitive, that's bad. Humans are explorers. You like to mess around with stuff one time, a couple times maybe, and keep it moving. That's the way we were made. Just balls of traveling light. Just traveling the stars, just creating planets and solar systems ourselves. And we got trapped into these bodies. These bodies are the tools of the agents. Okay, this is their car, and we're driving it. So when you allow these dark feelings to come about from doing something over and over again, because deep down inside you start to get depressed anyway, even if you keep telling yourself you're enjoying yourself. Even like, okay, we use video games. How about sexual relations? If you're really intense about sex, like somebody's gotta have it all the time, just going at it. You're just like a rabbit. Well, guess what? You leave openings for the Jitauli, for the reps, for the dragons, for a bad human being that's over there. But the big problem is, definitely I would say, hatred. Hatred is the worst. Because hatred leaves you scarred, wounded, and you start to get bitter, and you just want to rip everything to pieces that even thinks about harming you, or you just might want to rip it to pieces just for the hell of it. That's when you get to that point where reptilians love you. And if you start to think, not just on that level, but if you add some knowledge to the hatred, like precision with it, like you plan out attacking somebody or something, they love that. They love that hatred. That right there is the ultimate for possession. And that type of possession, if you feed into it, oh yeah, the reps really start to blend in with you and change your features as a whole. Because you do have the DNA once again, and they can blend in with that. And once they blend in with it and start to grow, it's like a cancer inside of you that you can only get it out with extreme focus or some type of help from somebody that can get that demon out of you. But really, it's all on you. I don't believe in too many exorcisms at all. I theorized about it, but I haven't actually seen a real exorcism, so I'm not going to tell you to depend on that. But not saying it's not possible, but I'm not saying depend on it either. But hatred will do it, as this fine young lady here. Hatred is what got to her. This is something right here that happens to a lot of people and don't even realize it. And right now she just wants to get revenge. Meanwhile, her associate, or I don't know if it's a friend or not, but the woman went through the same thing. You notice how she's very, very emotional, crying, sobbing, could barely speak, but she's toughening. She's really putting in the effort because of her children, you know, because of her commitment to humanity, and her eyes stay dark, solid color, and that's pretty much how humans' eyes are. Meanwhile, the other one, well, she's indulged in the hatred. She's used the hatred as a shield, as a protector against her emotions. She's, instead of really letting her emotions make her, you know, sad and grieve, she lets her emotions get to the point of just, I want to kill you if I get the chance. I will destroy you if I get the chance. That's all it's consumed her. Hatred has consumed her, therefore possession takes place, and you're going to get a bad reptilian. Or probably something bad. I can't even guarantee reptilian. There are ghosts and spirits and stuff like that that are human, yeah, but they lost their way. You know, they lost their way. That's pretty much all somebody like Sylvia Brown will tell you. Go to the light, go to the light. Can you tell me something else? I thought you was a psychic. God. Go to the light. Yeah, but these beings have not gone to the light. So they're stuck around, they're hanging on to Earth. And you're on Earth. And they like being physical, like you. So don't do the same shit over and over again. And you won't get the possession result. Also, that moves us to another topic of how to prevent possession without becoming mentally stable yet. You know, because we got a lot of work to do as far as mentally stability. But to skip through that process, we're going to get to physical things that you use. It might be in your shed, or, you know, something you can pick up at a hardware store. You know, so put it like this, it's an update from the aluminum foil hat. So we're going to talk about that.